Do you want someone to hold your camera, Rachel?
Nah, that's good. It's stationary.
Perfect. Good. 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 Now start to slow it down. She's like, what? It's slower? And don't forget to breathe in. Don't forget to breathe. You see him just blow the air out of his tooth?
When you're doing this, you hear like your face, like he's gonna sit in front. It's for me to necessarily have him facing away from where the most action is or forward.
He's aware, right? And you can also turn it around and keep him the same as you do like a lineup.
Oh, yeah.
You can just set him in level lineup.
Can I go in too slow if I'm getting this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Breathe in, thinking about your course. Because the more effective you are as a handler, the better she's going to run, obviously. Hey! Case with any dog.
Sit.
Right? And then if something unexpected happens, you can speed up the pattern. Right? Because she might have a response under the hood that you don't see when someone's like, good girl. Because my guess is she's sensitive to that. She likes
You would
that
think,
type of
but didn't seem to phase her in the least.
You won't see it under the hood, though. You'll see it somewhere else on course, potentially, in this moment.
That would be unusual for this dog to
That's
not
good.
respond to that, so that's really good.
Really good.
I'm brilliant.
So now I'll move out of the way because me standing here talking to you is really hard. And so you can just really start to lay the pattern game because you've got all of them right there. Right? And all of this counts as chill. Right? Assessing the environment in a relaxed way. It's all good. Yeah. So now do that up and down game right there. Brilliant. Brilliant. And this is also good for like when you're reading in the fly ball lane because you don't want him on fire the whole time. Right? And then when we're like, all right, it's time to go, you can be like, volume foul, into position, go. And that way you really conserve it. Good boy. So he was really interesting to watch because when we first started this, he was like, oh my God, and then he yawned and all of those like. But now he's much more chill. Good boy.
Watching other dogs go is the hardest thing for him.
Correct.
Because you see that first thing
It's stimulating.
and he knows all the dogs running means I get to play fly ball.
Yeah, super stimulating.
If you,
She's doing awesome. She's not screaming at you. She's not trying to grab the leash and shake it out.
No, but she's jumping on there. Is that okay?
Just do a couple more and just do it a little faster.
So I put her between my legs because I keep her from trying to jump up on me.
So what you can do is just put a cookie here, and when she comes to center and doesn't jump on you, you can put the next cookie down.
Okay, now straight away. I see what you mean.
That's really nice, chill, Rebecca.
Oh, yes, I like
Wait a little longer so she stops tap dancing.
so here's the thing. She started offering behaviors,
Right?
and so then I inadvertently rewarded
So she's
a
like,
bark,
"Oh,
and then
smart
she
dog."
started offering more behaviors. So then do you just increase the speed again until she's not offering
It
behaviors?
will
or-
depend on the dog, but if she's an offerer because you've done a lot of shaping, then yeah, you can increase the speed to break out of the offering.
Okay,
Otherwise, she might get real frustrated if she thinks we want offering.
right.
Right? And we do not want to frustrate her. She's being super dumb.
No.
Well, that's good. You can put another one down. I really quite like that.
This
That's quite
just
lovely.
sit and be chill.
Yeah. 5 seconds. Love it. Do maybe 3 more cookies, and then let's get them out of here. Yeah. And it gives her just enough movement because she needs to move. Now delay for maybe 2 more cookies.
you guys do 3 rounds, you can put your dogs back.
Oh, yes. Delay 1 more until she stands still. 1 more stand still. Good. Let's get them out of here. They were brilliant. And then we're going to plan for where this goes next. That was awesome.
That's good.
I'm so proud of you, baby.
Really.
Good girly. Good girly. Nice, Rachel.
I just kind of stand here.
Oh, I love it. Like, yeah. Love it. We do a longer session to get her a little higher, and then a shorter session here, because we're really flexing that muscle, so to speak. Get your mama, get your mama, get your mama. Get your mama, get your mama. Drop. Yeah, that's good. And she's like, okay, fine. Good girl. Well done. Okay, good.
Super. All done. Game over.
She's like, I know those words. I've heard that. Volume dial. And I was like, not yet. Fancy cats. Love that collar. Oh my god.
Nice
I
collar.
love it. Start her with a pattern game. Hi, Mom. There we go. Sometimes going from outside the ring directly into the volume dial is too much. So we got a little bit of the fawning response there. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So go to the volume, the pattern game.
Rockstar. Chase. Chase.
Girl. There we go. Good. Now let's go to that little bit of volume dial. See what she says. Nice. Now take the toy away and see what she says. She ready? That looks really good. Yeah. See the muscle tone and the eyes. She was surprised by the release burble. Hey. Alright, so bring it over here and do like a treat scatter decompression. I don't want to be all done. That was freaking awesome, Mom.
So I like this because that's the hard part for Leslie.
Yeah. She gave us really good information, I thought. Right? She's a really nice communicator. Like when dogs don't communicate, it's so much harder, but she's a good communicator. So go back on leash for a second so neither of you have to think about anything while she's doing that.
Boss. Kestrel. Cassie. So many things.
So many good smells here. She, when she's got the pressure of all the people around, right? She loves them, and then like she's supposed to ignore them, but how do you ignore them? Because I love you, and it's so hard. One of the two things I want to work on in the next go around with her is changing the response to the leash coming off. Because when the leash comes off, she's like, the people are really close, that's really hard. And in an agility trial, that will definitely change the speed off the start line.
Well, and her whole protocol now is leash off, and there's a whole setup, and we're not doing that.
Yes, we've changed things.
Yes,
so she's
so
like,
that's
that's
different.
really hard.
Yes.
It's so hard.
My brain hurts.
My brain hurts. So keep doing the pattern game, and then just very casually take the leash off and just keep doing the pattern game. And we'll see if we can keep her ignoring us, because we're really not that exciting. That was perfect.
On the plate. She's solid.
So now put the leash back on. Do that one more time. So you can see the behavior is better. Like we're taking her out of her comfort zone routine and saying, hey, try this. We'll do a couple of pattern games. And then take the leash off. Let's keep doing the pattern game. That was quite lovely. That was quite lovely.
Good girl,
So
Kristen.
now give her another cookie and put her back on leash for a second because I want to tell you the next thing we want to do. So that is definitely something you should do with all of your dogs, which is let me be able to take the leash off without a change in arousal state, right? Because that is something that is really hard for dogs. And Kestrel's like, excuse me, outside of my normal lineup, this is really hard in front of all the people. And I was like, thank you, girl. So now we'll do that, and instead of starting with the wrap, now I don't want to have her do the backside on this because she's going to explode off the line, and the backside requires her to decelerate to make that tight turn. So I'm going to change the angle for you, and what you're going to do is the volume dial with the toys is let's get her in a higher state of arousal, which has more speed. We'll play with her, do all of that, put her in a stay, and then you get to do this little cartoon. I call it the Pink Panther game, where you're watching the dog intently, and your body language is tight, and your knees are bent. Creeping away, really tiny footsteps.
So you're gonna aim to be
When I do it, I say be
and then the plate is gonna be here.
right? And she doesn't even know me. She's like, what's that lady doing? So a friend of mine with a poodle had a lot of like concern and slowness off the start line, and she changed her release word to wabbits. So she would creep away, and she'd be talking to the dog, and then wabbits, right? And so that will get some explosiveness. Now, we don't really want them bringing the stay, so your release timing is when you see the muscle tension, right? When you see the muscles gathering to explode, release her. So that ideally you release before she breaks. And if she breaks, no big deal, because this game is really exciting. So now go ahead and take that leash off in the midst of the pattern game. I will take my Elmer Fudd self out of here. And then on the way to that first jump is nice.
So now the next piece is here. He's gonna have to come. I want him to come like 4, 5.
Release.
Go!
Oh yeah!
Go! Go! Woo! Yeah! Wow! Oh, wow! That was amazing.
Is that normal for her to bark at you on the start line?
I can cue it, but for her to do it on her own is very, very cute.
And very lovely.
Very cool.
Right? So one of my dogs, I know it's going to be a good fast run if she's in her stand and start line barking at me. Run, bitch! Run, bitch! Right? So do that one last time, then we'll give her a decompression break. We're going to keep her in this high arousal rather than decompression.
And why did you choose that here and early?
You mean the decompression? Only because I want to see if she can self-regulate and we do it a second time. And remember, the goal is...
Steady. Go! Go!
Now, those of you guys that don't want more speed, don't play this game. Do not play this game with those dogs. Because they will break the stay and land on the jump. Ask me how I know. So nice. All right, now let's put the leash on and we'll give her a decompression. Right now, for this game, because it's so high arousal, she really likes it. In a setting like this, which is trial-like, release really early on. Like plan your handling, because you're a fast runner, so it doesn't, in theory, it doesn't really matter. Plan your handling to release pretty early, because when you extend it at that time, he started looking around because that intensity of arousal for a young dog, the fuse will burn real quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So release really early. And then what I liked about that, the goal is more explosiveness. Could you hear her gripping the freaking turf to be able to lift off that start line? Right? For a dog like that is exactly what we want. Good, take her out for decompression. That was brilliant. Good girl. Release.
Go!
Oh yeah!
Go! Go! Woo! Yeah! Wow! Oh, wow! That was amazing.
Is that normal for her to bark you on the turn?
When she wants, she can turn on his eye, and that's usually not when I want her to turn on. So,
So yeah, absolutely do your arousal work at the start of the game, at the start of the sequence.
I'm gonna do this the way I do in a trial, just so you can see it.
I like it. I like it. And if you guys are not trialing, you can do it at the what you do in class or at home when you're training.
Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yes, see, yes, see, yes, see.
They're worried about the people that are moving towards the ball.
Well done, Rachel.
Tunnel, tunnel. Go tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yes, see, yes, see.
What we're going to do is have you guys just go into that break.
Get the team, get the team.
We're not going to have two.
Super.
Well done. When you're at a trial, do you have her put her leash on before she gets her thing?
Depends on the venue.
Okay.
In UK, I should just play.
Yep.
In
Then we're going to do whatever it takes to get them.
AKC, I got to put the leash on first,
Okay.
so she's got a cue.
And then what you're going to do
Yeah.
is you're not
Okay,
going to
perfect. So great. So play with her a little bit more. Let's see what she does.
And then they're going to, on the dog now, they're going to go to the front of this jump. The back of this jump.
Good.
Because why not?
Good. And now drop the toy and just stand by. See what she does.
The black.
Just there's more. Okay, play with her some more. So she's not saying she needs decompression right now. Okay, drop the toy again. See what she does.
So that's her cue to go do what you want.
Good. I love it.
And I would
Let her do
recommend
it.
because
Let her do it.
pretty close to the
So she actually probably did need a decompression moment. She was waiting for permission. That's great.
like that.
That's great. Nice.
So that's really good. That's the way she did it home.
I love it. So, see if you can get her a little higher before you run it again. And then, to tighten up a bit on the handling because of the off courses. Do you want to walk through it again? Or do you feel like
That's totally big dog stuff, and I'm not worried.
okay? Perfect.
There's a game that we play, there's simulated volleyball, where
Rockstar. Sit. Rockstar. Wait.
I'm gonna have a ball. I'm ball. I have a ball.
Break. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Yes, strong, yes, strong. Kestrel, Kestrel. Tunnel, tunnel. Go tunnel, tunnel. Yes, see, yes, see. Wow, get the team, get the team. Get it. You amazing.
So again, the toy rather, and do her words.
Say again.
Her words to do her own thing.
Okay.
She's like, okay, maybe. So one of the things that I've noticed with, she's not all done. One of the things that I've noticed with my dogs is that if I say, like, for Rachel, all done is a cue, mine's free. And then, so when I say that word, they don't leave anymore. Right? Because they're like, no, I'm good. Let's go again. Right? But she's like, no, it's all right. I'm good. Let's go again. Very nice, Rachel. That was awesome. Well done. And again, I love it. Like, it's hilarious.
She hates having her color coded.
Yeah, but she's hilarious. Rock star, eyeballs.
Rockstar.
If you guys, I'd like you to do what Rachel did there. Like, if something goes wrong, keep it in flow, keep going. That's gonna help with the arousal regulation for the dog. Okay, and I know like that's the hardest thing for the human is to just the practice of staying in flow even when it doesn't go as planned.
And Rachel makes it look so easy.
Oh, yeah.
She's always been like that. It's really impressive.
Like she ran it and she was like, yeah, this is the course. That wasn't the course.
If I
Bobby said.
correct
This
her,
is the course.
forget it.
No, yeah. And honestly, there was no reason to correct her, so to speak, because she was correct based on.
Well, and there was one time where she was choosing, I'm going to do this because I think it's easier, rather, like she looked at me and she said, no, I'm just doing this.
Oh, I'm me coming around this way.
The second time around.
Yeah. That's all right.
No, that's hard. I do this instead.
That's all right.
Okay.
How old is she?
Rockstar. Sit. Rockstar.